one day this nation will rise up.
Now! Now! Increase the peace! Increase the peace! Increase the peace! Now! Now!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Where we want it!
Now!
Where we want it!
Now!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Where we want it!
Now!
Where we want it!
Now!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Where we want it!
Now!
Where we want it!
Now!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace!
Stop the violence!
Increase the peace! Now! Now! Increase the peace! Now! Now!
My sister was murdered due to an act of violence between her and a boyfriend or friend or whatever you want to call it. I only have two things to say. The first thing is parents have a responsibility to their children. I know from growing up in a household with both a mother and a father, I knew real young that I had it a little bit better than a lot of other people that only had one parent. I knew I had a little bit better of a chance, and I always felt bad for people that didn't have the upbringing that I had. But you do still have a responsibility, whether it's just one or two in the house. And the biggest thing that we can't do is say, well, not my baby. That wasn't my baby that did it. When the principal or the teacher sent a note home from school saying that your son or your daughter did such and so, not my baby. You want to jump on the principal, and you want to jump on the teacher, not my baby. Well, not my baby killed somebody a couple of weeks ago. Not my baby stabbed my sister to death. It started home. You have them long before a teacher ever see them. You have them long before a principal ever see them. You have them long before a police officer ever get a look at them. You bring them home from the hospital. It starts with parents. It starts with older brothers and older sisters. And I ain't scared either. I really ain't scared. I mean, I really ain't scared. Really ain't scared. It started home. We got to train them up in the way that we want them to go. Now, we can't turn them loose and let them do whatever they want to do and then march about it when it come knocking on the door. We got to be proactive, not reactive. We got to already be standing up when we bring the child home. We got to already be standing up. We can't wait till something happen, and then we got to get up off the couch, and we got to catch it as it's running out the door. We got to be adults. We got to be mothers. We got to be fathers. We got to be uncles. We got to be aunts. We got to be sisters. We got to be brothers to everybody, not just ours. If I can't whoop yours, don't bring them to my house. If mine and yours toe it up together, I ought to be able to whoop mine and yours. If I can't, leave them over there with you. That's real. Really not scared. Little red car. Big blue station wagon. Everybody know how to find TJ. Because God got me. I know God got me. Because you don't know how many times I didn't know whether or not I wanted to live no more because of what I've been through. Y'all don't know how many times I didn't want to get up in the morning. I didn't want to see none of y'all. I didn't want to come outside. I know who got me, so I ain't never scared to say anything to anybody. This is real. It's got to end starting today. These people ain't coming home no more. Youth, children, these ain't no video games. It ain't no reset button. You can't turn it back around. You can't say, well, I killed him because he said this. Well, he said that, and in 2 years down the line, you won't remember what he said, but he'll still be gone. You got to think past that. You got to be bigger than that. We got to stand up. We got to keep standing up. We can't sit down on each other. We can't sit down and let things go by and pretend like it ain't going to come back. We'll end up right back here in the same spot, marching, singing, praying, because somebody gone again. We got to stop it right now, starting today. Thank you.
I'm going to speak a little bit on because on July the 2nd, I had a flashback myself. I was riding in the car, and I went on Facebook, and I posted it. So anybody that's my friend, I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. I said, just had a flashback. I'm all in tears, but joyful tears. I remember I used to go to church on Sundays with my grandma instead of going to my own church just to hear Marisha Jeter's voice sing Amazing Grace. I used to love to hear her sing. Whenever I would go to a sleepover, I used to try to play games just so I could make her sing, just so I could hear her beautiful voice. So I miss her. I truly do, and I love her. We done lost my nephew. You know what I'm saying? I miss him, truly did. Love him. I'll never forget him. You know what I'm saying? So me as a young person, I have really woke up and realized, you know what I'm saying, you could be here today and you could be gone tomorrow. You could be right here in my face right now, and 5 minutes later you can be gone. You know what I'm saying? So we really do have to wake up, stand up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody come together. Let's not just be against each other or always want to do this or do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's come together, love one another, because one day we're going to need each other. Just like right now, all of us here right now need each other. We don't need just one person, we need each other. So I just ask we come together, wake up for our community, show love, everybody come together, and you know what I'm saying? They still here with us. They still here right now.
Good evening, community.
Good evening.
I would just like to say thanks to all of you. Thanks for getting up this morning and coming out and taking part in this march for Stop the Violence. I know that I want to thank the minister. I want to thank Dollar Hill. I want to thank all the ones that took part in it. I want to thank the Louisville community. I want to thank the Carlisle community. I want to thank Pastor McCormick for the prayer. I want to thank the sheriff. I want to thank the chief. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Union County as a whole. Together we stand, and divided we fall. I want to thank the Jones community. I want to thank each and every one that took part here today. But I want to say that as I get up in the morning or try to go to sleep at night, when all the cameras is gone and when things are rough, I hear my wife say, "Why my black boy?" I look at my daughter who's trying to be strong, his mother, Crystal, and I ask myself, what can I say? Or what can I do to instill strength in her? And I'll say, "How you doing, Crystal?" And I'll walk away and with tears in my eyes and hide my face because I don't want to see me crying. I look at her, his brother, and I rubbed him across the head. I said, Day, everything gonna be all right. You know, you look for